why I kept it here, and then I'm still explaining what it is. So this is where you should start your jotting from. Are we together? So please start your jotting from here. This is where you start from there. So just start from this side. And don't worry, I'll try my best to be slow enough for you to write it. I'll give you time to write, okay? So as you're writing, please don't be distracted. Just be listening too. So as I said earlier, what is ChatGPT? We're going to get the full what this ChatGPT is all about. So ChatGPT is an advanced AI system. We got the meaning of AI. AI, that is the short form of artificial intelligence. Okay, so it's an advanced artificial intelligence system, and this AI system is designed to understand your questions and generate human-like response. Okay, it's not just to understand the question and just keep it to itself. It generates human-like response. Chat, normal chat. When you give it a question, it gives you a reply. So something like that. But then it generates a human-like response. All right. So it does not think like a human, but it processes information and gives helpful answers based on what it has learned. Okay. Remember that yesterday we said artificial intelligence is building, or in other words, training a computer to think, understand, and respond like humans do. It's not like we're making it to be a human being, no, but let it learn like us. Let it, reason like us. All right. So please, if you're done with this slide, let me know so we can move on. Once you're done, just type done so we can move. So we can move on. No need of the no, man. Once you're done, just type done. Thank you very much. Okay, I can see that most of you are done. For those that are not through with it, please let's be fast. All right, so we'll be moving on. So for those that are not done, we're just giving you 1 minute. Okay. The slide will be shared with you on Link School app. So you just have to move on. All right, so we know the meaning of chat, conversation. What we're doing now, I'm chatting with you in as much as I'm teaching. So now most of you don't know the meaning of that GBT on the chat. So we are going to get the definition. GBT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Okay. It's an artificial intelligence
Okay, make
language
we see my screen.
model.
I feel the chat. Make I open WhatsApp for first.
Hope we're together. So this was what was used to build this particular AI, this GPT, so which stands for the Generative Pre-trained Transformer. It's an artificial intelligence language model which was used to build this particular AI, right? So ChatGPT is a chat bot built using ChatGPT. Okay, as I've said earlier. Please, for those saying I should hold on, the slide will be shared with you in Lean School app. So once you're done, you can access it from that place, okay? So hope we've all gotten the meaning of GBT. In case of next time I ask you, hope we've all gotten the meaning. All right, we're going to be moving on. So we're now going to go on to how to access this chat GPT, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is
You can post that thing we
you're
are
going to open your browser
already. The other time.
and then you're going to type in this chat.openai.com.
Is this guy normal? Small no dey show AI. No be AI be this. No be AI be this. No, it's not AI here.
Okay, I'm just going to open my browser now. Please follow
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ìfìyèsí to
the steps.
behave.
Please, hope you saw what I just did now. So please, on your browser, you should all be together now. You should be on your browser, not writing. You should all be on our browser. So type in what I just did and then you click on enter. So mine is already open, but if yours is not open, you have to log in with an email and then verify if possible. So this is what you're going to see. This is my own screen. Hope we're together. So if you've gotten to this stage, just type I'm there on the chat box so that I can know we're all together.
Just be like this person now. Wey dey show plenty of my he ask question in the morning. Na him go make me
Good.
see am now. Na him ask this question say he no dey see this thing. I come highlight him
You're not. What's going on for you?
down to here. He no see am. Na this one wey another person come if one dey shout say he no see am, I come still find it. Wetin dey difference from this one wey I just see?
Okay. So still on this, we're going to go back. Please do not close it. So I'm just going to go back to our class.
Okay, you see this one now. Where is the link? This one na young girl dey come me video for yesterday. I know this person will talk. Where is the link? See link wey I share now now. So another person even share after this. See the link wey I share.
For those that did not get what we just did, open your browser. Then on the search bar, type chatgpt.com and then you click on enter. Mine was open already. So if yours is not open, You have to sign up or log in, verify if needed. Okay, so we're going to move on with the class.
They don't use injection, finish your bomb bomb for you. You really know.
So for the next thing we're going to be learning today is what this ChatGPT is designed to do. Okay?
Me, you know, if I know the pretend like that.
Someone is on my screen. Please remove your hand from the screen. Dada, remove your hand from the screen. You'll be removed from the call if you draw one more time. Okay. So as I was saying earlier, the things that ChatGPT are designed to do, the first on the list is answer questions. Okay? It can explain concepts. That's what you have in mind, how you want it to be. Provide definitions. In case if you're confused, maybe there is a new topic that you don't know about, or you heard a new word that you're not so used to or conversant with, ChatGPT is designed to provide definition for that. It's also solve problems. Okay, it solves problem, and then more it gives information on many topics, different topics. It was programmed to do that. It has been fed those data. So if you don't know about it, maybe your teacher asks you something in school about a particular topic. For instance, the way I asked you guys to make a research on other AI around us, you could actually go to ChatGPT and then ask it to help you out, to give you other AI around you. So this ChatGPT is designed to help you answer these kind of questions and many more. Okay? Please, all questions will be attended to after class. So please do not ask any questions till after the class. So hope we've all gotten this. If you've gotten this particular one, just type yes ma on the chat box so that we can move on to the next. Okay, so we'll be moving forward. The second on our list of what ChatGPT can do, it assists with tasks. Okay? ChatGPT can help write documents. For instance, our curriculum vitae, that's popularly known as the CV, it helps generate one of those. And even if it's not CV, it can also help you generate other kinds of documents. You just have to give it a prompt, give it exactly what you need, then you can come up with a document. Then it creates presentations. For those that don't know what presentation means, something like of this nature that you're looking at this slide, it can help you generate this kind of thing. Then it generates ideas. Maybe you have something you love to work on, and actually tell it this is what I want to work on, and then it helps you come up with ideas, fun, interesting ideas on how to go about it. Then it summarize text. Maybe you have a bulky textbook that you are trying to cover like within a given period of time, can actually give it to ChatGPT and then it will help you summarize it, like give you the main points that you need from the textbook. All right. Then it helps check grammar. It helps check grammar, like maybe you have a letter, you have something you wrote, and then you feel like it's not really correct. You can actually give it to ChatGPT and then you give it a prompt to help you check for any grammatical error. It can help you do that. And now it helps with many more tasks. Please, someone is still on my screen. All right, so we're going to be moving on. Hope we've all gotten this second point. Please, if I ask if you've gotten the point, you can just type yes, ma, and or react so that we can just move on. Okay, so we are going to just go on. Thank you very much. Now, the third on the list, it hold conversations. Okay, ChatGPT can actually hold conversations like humans do. Okay, it's designed to respond in a human-like conversational style so you can interact with it naturally, right? So it's designed to actually have that kind of, let me use the word gist. You know, if you're bored and then you feel like you don't have someone around you to actually discuss with, you can actually go to ChatGPT and like, how are you? For instance, the image on the slide, you can see that. So, okay, let's try that so we can see that. So I'm just going to move to my ChatGPT right now. And then I'm going to type hi. Can you see that? You can try that on your own. Okay, I just told ChatGPT, for those that didn't see the screen, I told it that I'm bored and I need someone to talk to. So this was the response I got from it. Okay, I'm just going to zoom it a little. Can you see that? So now it gave me some options that I can pick from. Is either we play a quick word or imagination game, or we make up a short fun story together, or we talk about AI, tech, or creative ideas. But then we'll do a would you rather or fun question game. So it depends on you. So this is an instance of what I was trying to explain just now. So we're going to go back to our class. All right. So I just showed an example of that. So we're going to be moving forward. All right. The fourth on the list is ChatGPT learn from instructions. Okay. When you give specific directions such as tone, format, or style, ChatGPT follows them to produce tailored responses. Okay, maybe for instance, the game that it was asking me if I would love to play, maybe I will tell it the way I want it to go, the format, which is the format, the style, the things I want in the game, and then the tone. Maybe it should be friendly, it should sound friendly, it should sound formal, it should just, ChatGPT learns from instructions. It's whatever it is that is going to give you depends on the prompt, on the things you fed it. Is a garbage in, garbage out kind of thing. So you have to be specific with what you want it to do. So it learns from instructions. All right, so we're going to be moving on now. The fifth on the list is it supports creativity. It can create stories, scripts, poems, games, prompts, designs, lesson plans,
Huh?
etc. It has a lot of things
Not
it
for
can actually support with. Okay, it can create stories. You actually saw when it asked
no,
if
I don't do
we
anything. For
should
look at the
play
work
a
on
game of a fun
scholarship
game
now.
of creating a story. You can use it ChatGPT to actually come up
No,
with
I dey work for another
fun
school.
stories. Okay, scripts it
Why
can
I
actually
stop?
help you with that. Poems, it can help you generate games too. Yes, ChatGPT can do a lot of things. Design for those who love designs like graphics design and the rest of it. It can come up with those kind of things. And then lesson plans for teachers. It has a lot of things it can actually support you with. All right. So we will be moving forward. All right. The sixth on the list is ChatGPT perform reasoning. It can analyze situation, compare ideas, break down steps, solve logical problems, and help with planning. Okay, maybe you have something that you found yourself into. You can actually ask ChatGPT, how am I going to go about this problem? Maybe you are given something to do in school. You can actually tell ChatGPT should I go about this? It can help you analyze it. Then it compares idea, the one that will go better with what is it? I'm using the school. You are given something in school, for instance. It helps you analyze it, how you should go about it. Then you give it an idea and it compares it with, instead of you going with this, I think you should go with this instead. Then it breaks down steps. Okay, maybe for instance, maths, you have something that is so difficult for you to actually, you know, get when the teacher was actually teaching in class. Can actually come back to ChatGPT and like, please help me break down this in a more understandable way. It can actually help you do that. Then it solve logical problems and then helps with planning. Maybe you have a program, you have something, maybe you want to be in school very early, and ask ChatGPT, help me do this. It can also help you set alarm and the rest of it. All right, so it helps perform reasoning. It was also designed to do that. Don't forget, we are still looking at things that ChatGPT are designed to do. Okay, so we are going to be moving on. So we are done with things that ChatGPT are designed to do, and now we are going to be looking at why is ChatGPT important. Okay, so we're looking at why is ChatGPT important. So I'm going to just zoom this in a little bit again so we all can be seeing the screen. All right, so you can start. So one of the reasons why ChatGPT is important is that it supports learning. I already explained that. It helps students understand difficult topics by explaining them in simple, clear steps. Okay, so when, as I said earlier, I think that's the last example I was giving, maybe when your maths teacher or your English teacher or your history teacher was actually explaining something in class and you didn't really understand that, when you get home, you can actually tell ChatGPT, please help me explain this in a more simple, clear way that you can actually, or break it down in easier steps. ChatGPT is there to actually help you do that. So why it is important that it supports learning, not just things about school, but tech too. It can actually assist you with that, or things outside,
Watch it.
a lot of things. It just supports learning.
So we get marks in
Then
your
it
family.
saves time. It provides quick answer, summarize
They
and
lock people out.
summarize and gives explanation without long searches. Okay. when you give it a question, it doesn't take time. It just gives you a very quick answer. It doesn't take days. No, it just gives you that answer. Then it summarizes. I told you that if you have a bulky work or a textbook that you just want to finish maybe within a week, and actually tell it to help you summarize it. It summarizes it and gives you major points that you need to know from that book. And then it gives explanation without long searches. For instance, when I asked you to go and find other AIs around us, maybe you would have started moving from Google to this to that. But no, if you are just moved to ChatGPT, it just within a blink of an eye, it gives you explanation without long searches, just like that. Now, it improves writing skills. It helps with grammar, vocabulary, and organizing ideas clearly. Okay, so already I think we've mentioned this before when we were stating what ChatGPT was designed for. So it helps with to check grammatical errors. All right, so it helps to improve your writing skills. Maybe you have an assignment. For instance, you were asked to write an essay about yourself or about a certain topic. After writing it, you can actually upload it to ChatGPT and then you ask it to help you check the grammar, to help you check for grammatical errors and then organize it more clearly and neatly for you. So, okay. Then the next is it encourages creativity. It assists in creating ideas for story, projects, and presentations. All right, so it's assists in generating ideas for stories. Okay, it assists in generating ideas for stories, projects, and someone is on my screen. Who is that? Okay, so moving on. Hope you can still see the screen.
Tochi,
This-
wetin I wanted a now for the
I want to know the person. That's what I'm asking. Okay, so moving on. ChatGPT, one of another reason why it is important, it builds digital skills. It teaches students how to interact responsibly with AI and technology. All right, so you can ask ChatGPT if there are things that you feel like you don't understand about some of this AI. For instance, Canva or Gemini, you can actually ask it how you can interact with it or how you can make use of it. ChatGPT is there to actually guide you. Okay, so we are done with why ChatGPT is important. We are going to move into how ChatGPT actually works.
Could you please write your chatbot reply? I beg.
Okay, so we're going to get to how ChatGPT works. ChatGPT follows a process before giving an answer. I'm going to actually scroll down for you to be. All right, so the step one is understand the question. It reads and interprets the word you type, okay? In as much as it's very fast, but then it understands the question and then it reads and interprets the words you've typed. For instance, when I typed that I'm bored, I showed you that I'm bored, I'm looking for someone to chat with. Okay, it actually read it and then it understood what I actually gave it before giving me a response. So that is how ChatGPT works. Then step two, it's search, it's learned knowledge. We said that artificial intelligence, it's training computers to think, learn, and then communicate like humans. All right. So that's another thing. ChatGPT was actually trained, yes. So when you ask it a question after understanding whatever it is that you've asked it to do, it's search. Someone is on my screen. It's actually search what it has learned, the previous data that has been fed to it. Okay. Then the third step is that it generates possible answers to that question that you've given it. All right. It thinks through the best explanation or response based on your question. Okay. So it generates possible answers. Then step four, it produces a clear response. It gives a final answer that matches your request as closely as possible. So these are the four steps that it actually goes through before it gives you those
They
answers that you
they
see.
can join
It
the live stream.
understands the question,
They can
it
join the live stream.
searches, it learns knowledge,
Eh?
it generates possible answers, and then it produces a clear response. Okay, so we are going to be moving forward.
Thanks. I get YouTube link for me and our YouTube link.
Okay, so now we are going to get to what things students can ask ChatGPT. Obviously, it's not everything because you've heard that it does numerous things, doesn't mean you can use it for numerous things. So we're going to be doing it according to our level of thinking, knowledge, and our age. Okay, so things students can ask ChatGPT. So the first on the list is ask for understanding. So as students, you can ask for explanation to help you understand a topic better, not just the answer. Okay, it's very wrong that you just go up and be like, hey, ChatGPT, give me the answer of this. No, can actually be like, don't have any. You can actually tell them, you have told me this thing yesterday, I found it. You can actually tell it, instead of asking it to just give you the answer, you can actually tell it to explain, give you an explanation for this question, to explain the math step in a simple way. Okay, let me try that so you can see something like that.
That is true. For YouTube now.
So I'm saying explain this math step in a
Using this link.
simple way. 2 plus 2. So let's see what it gives. Okay, can you see? It's breaking it down for me. So I told you that it should explain that math step 2 plus 2 in a simple way. And this is what I got. So can you see? He's explaining. He didn't just give me that the answer is 4, but he went on to explain how it
You and
is.
this your husband, I got to punish you now.
Okay? All right. So that is for that. So that is ask for understanding. First thing, one of the things that students should actually use ChatGPT for. So ask for understanding. You don't just go there and then ask it for the answer. So the next thing is ask for ideas. So you get help generating ideas for projects, stories, or presentations. So you can be like, give me idea for a science project. So I am going to go there and then type that, and then we're going to see what it's going to say. Give me an idea for a science project. Okay, so are you seeing? So this is the idea ChatGPT actually came up for us when I asked it for an idea for this science project. You should just get an idea. All right. So you see, it is still asking if it can also give 3 more science project idea. Let's say yes. Let's say. So I just typed yes. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay. So you can see that it just came up with other 3. So I'm just going to scroll down so you see them. All right. So yes. Okay. So moving on, we've seen how the ask for ideas work. So we're going to be moving on. So the third on our list is ask for writing support. Someone is on my screen. Ask for help improving sentences, grammar, or word choice. For example, can you help me make this sentence clearer? So we're going to try it again. I told you this class is going to be more of practical. Yesterday was just introduction. So now we're going to try practicalizing whatever it is you're saying. So can you help me make this sentence clear? So the first one is I I am a girl. Okay. Can you see? You can actually use any complex sentence you want it to actually make it clearer for you, but this is what I will be using, okay? So that is how it works. So now we are going to be moving forward. So the fourth on the list is ask for study help. Ask for summaries, definitions, or simple explanation of lessons. Example, explain photosynthesis simply. So I'm just going to, since we are doing AI, so I'm going to just type explain AI. You're lost. Where did you get lost? Number 2. Okay, I'll get back to that. Okay, for the meantime, I asked ChatGPT to explain artificial intelligence in a more simple way. So this is what we got. Azima, please stop drawing on my screen. Okay, so this is an example of that. Okay, someone said he's lost in number 2. So because of him, I'm just going to revisit that. Someone is on my screen. Don't forget, if you draw on the screen one more time, I'm going to remove you. So number two, we said you can use ChatGPT to ask for ideas. And the one we used was give me idea for a science project. The subtopic, what students can use ChatGPT for. Please, the person that said you are lost to number two, are you okay now? Okay, number three. Let's go to number three. Ask for writing support. Person that is drawing, please stop drawing. So this is for number. Don't worry, you will get the slide on Link School. So you can screenshot there. You're done. So let's continue. So we've already said someone is still drawing. You didn't really get that name. Please stop drawing on my screen. Okay, so we stopped here. Ask for study help, right? Hope we are still together. Please, if we are still together, just drop yes, ma, so that we can continue. If you're caught drawing on the screen, you'll be removed. We've won that. So stop drawing on the screen. Okay, so we are going to continue. The fifth on the list of what students. The fifth on this, I'm so sorry, let me clear this drawing. I don't know who this person is. Jennifer, you're drawing on the screen. Stop that. Okay, so the fifth on the list is ask for practical questions. For practice, sorry, ask for practice. So ask for practice questions or guided steps to improve skills. Examples, give me practice questions on fractions. So I'm just going to pick this question and then we're going to go to ChatGPT and we are going to So I asked it to give me practice questions on fraction. So I went to my ChatGPT and this is what I'm prompting it. Remember that I said when I'm using the word prompting, it means I am asking it a question. I'm giving it a question. All right, are we together? So we're just going to press enter. So we'll see what it can give us. So I'm asking it to give me practice questions on fraction. Okay, can you see that? This is the questions that we are getting. Identify the fraction, simplify the fraction, add the fraction, subtract. Okay. And just give it a try on your own. Please, someone is still drawing. Please, are we done with this? Please, if you're done, just type yes so that we can continue. So we're going to move on. So now we've seen things that students can do or should do with ChatGPT. So now we're going to look at things students should not ask ChatGPT for. Okay. So the first on our list is do not ask ChatGPT to do your homework for you. So ChatGPT should help you learn, not to do the work for you. Okay, it's very wrong to use that prompt. Do my assignment for me. No, but you can ask it to explain the assignment or homework for you. You get? You can just ask it to explain, not to do it for you. It's very wrong for you to
So
actually
for
ask
people
it
that this thing, all I need to do
to
is
do
just
it for
come
you,
here.
because at the end of the day, you will not understand it and it will actually make you lazy. So you can actually ask it to explain it for you in simple terms. So
Next thing go carry me go down you. So
all right, do not ask for exam answers or cheating. It cannot help with cheating or text. For instance, you cannot tell it to give you answers for the exam. No, you're not meant to do that. It doesn't give answers. I can actually see some of you laughing at or smiling as I'm saying these ones, but act honestly, take note of that. You're not meant to use ChatGPT for this. We are students, we're meant to be learning and not cheating. So please do not ask it for exam answers or cheating. Don't use it for cheating. It's prohibited. So the third on our list of things you should not you should not use ChatGPT for is, do not ask for personal or private information. Never ask for passwords, address, or private details. Okay, for instance, tell me someone's password. I know you've heard that it can be used for a lot of things. Don't just go there and be like asking ChatGPT for maybe my password or my account BVN. So for you to go and withdraw my money, it doesn't do that. It will not feed you with that information. So you're not meant to use that as a student. All right. So we're going to be moving on with things that you should not do with ChatGPT. So the first on the list is, do not ask for harmful or dangerous instructions.
I am hooked.
It will not teach unsafe or illegal
I want continue
activities.
to learn,
Example,
but if
how
I
do I hack
comot,
a game? Hmm?
I no go fit dey see wetin dey put
Or
for
how
face.
do I
I
hack
monitor
someone's
everything this
account?
thing.
It is not built to do that. So you cannot use that. You cannot ask ChatGPT for this
Let me
kind
know
of
if you bring
harmful or
this.
dangerous instructions.
No, this one
How
still
do I hack an account? Or
bring am.
how can I burn down my school for those that don't like school? You cannot ask ChatGPT for those kind of questions. It's not built for those things. All right. So now we are going to go on. The fifth is, do not ask for inappropriate context. It does not provide violent, adult, or age inappropriate content. Example, explain adult topics. For those old enough that knows what I mean by adult topics, but then it does not provide those kind of thing. Or you ask ChatGPT, how can you kill someone? It doesn't provide those kind of thing. Please do not try it. Please do not try it. Don't go prompting ChatGPT for that. It's not nice. You're not meant to do that. Someone is asking for number three. Number three of what? Is it for things students should not do? Okay, so hope we are done with this slide because we're moving forward. All right, so now we are going to how to write prompts with ChatGPT. I explained earlier that prompt means asking ChatGPT a question, like, telling it what it should do. So now we're going to know how to write prompts with ChatGPT. Okay. All right. So what is prompting? A prompt is what you tell AI to do. As I said earlier, I explained that, so I can actually take note of that because I might ask you. All right, what you tell AI to do. Example, give me an idea for a poem about rain. So hope we've taken note of what a prompt is. So we're going to be moving forward. All right, so there are steps on how to write a good prompt. You don't just up and write. So the first is you state your goal.
Tochi, tell people the view am.
Okay, I just took a look at this chat box and I can see that some of you are just chatting there. Hope you're following the class and not just chatting. Because of someone that will ask me a question that I've explained. Hope you're all following. I should slow down, Valentine. Where did I leave you?
You know the question wey bless you ask.
Okay, please. Hope we are all on the same
Person na
page.
very stupid.
How to write a good prompt.
Person tell am make you slow down.
Please, if
Ask
we
am
are
where did I
together,
leave
just
you.
react or type yes, ma, so I can know if I'm continuing or I'm looking for some people.
So na where did I leave you?
Beautiful. I love the fact that most, yes, thank you. All right, so we're going to continue. How to write a good prompt. So the first thing is you state your goal. You don't just it will not perform magic to actually know what you want. So you have to state your goal properly and clear. Be precise on what you want. So state clearly what you want help with. You don't need help in maths and then you be writing something about English and then you expect it to actually come up with a good answer. No, you state clearly what you want help with. Okay, if it's you need help with understanding 2 plus 2, you state it clearly. I need help with this 2 plus 2 and understanding how 2 plus 2 will give me 4. That kind of thing. Just state it clearly. Then you give your context. Explain what you already know or have tried. For instance, that project idea or science idea, you can be like, I need something of this nature. I've done something about this before, but I need a new idea. That kind of thing. Give context, explain what you already know about that. If you don't know anything about it, you can actually tell it that you don't know anything about it, and then it will know where to actually help you. Now, the third on how to write a good prompt is be specific. Don't do cut and join. Be specific. Get straight to the point. Ask exactly what you need. Explain, summarize, guide, and check. Be specific. You cannot be telling it that you maybe, for instance, you need an answer of 2 plus 2. And instead of you being specific of, I need an answer of 2 plus 2, you are going from this to that. You're just, no. Be specific. Tell it what you want, exactly what you want. Then set limits. Mention level, length, or format if needed. For instance, the one of presentation ideas, you can tell it that, okay, the presentation I'm making is for those of the ages of maybe 8 to 16, and the length, it should not be more than 250 words. And then the format, it should be formal, it should be funny, it should be, those kind of things. Be specific, set limits on what you want. Then ask for guidance, not answer. Very important. We are students. We are using this to learn and not to get lazy. Okay, so you have to use ChatGPT responsibly. And how to do that is you ask for guidance and not just answer. Okay, focus on learning and not copying. I think that's one of the mistakes most of us make. You don't just go there and then you ask it for answer. No, ask for guidance. Like, okay, I have so homework. Help me. How do I explain this for me? How do I get to understand? Please, those using this foul language, please stop it. I don't want to be seeing that on my chat box. The chat box is meant for only questions or normal. Please, I don't want to see this again. I don't want to see that. You're distracting the class. Please stop that. Test. Who is this person? This test. So please, let's stop that. The test box is just for questions. Please. Okay. So these are how to write good prompts. Hope we are all together. Chimamanda, number 3 of things children should not ask ChatGPT for. Number 3. Number 3 is do not ask for personal or private information. Hope you've gotten that because I'm moving forward. Okay, so we are going to move forward. All right, hope we all understood how to write a good prompt. If I ask you tomorrow, hope you'll be able to answer of how to write a good prompt. If I should move forward, please react so that we can go on. All right, so we're going to be moving forward. Now we'll be looking at examples of a good prompt. So one example is write a funny sentence, a funny 5-sentence story about a shy robot learning to dance at school. Okay. Now this kind of prompts, the first thing is that AI knows who, which is robot, what, dancing, where, school, and then lastly style, funny. All right. Then for the bad one is, okay, example of, still on the example of good prompts. The prompt, your good prompt must have a task, a subject, details, and then style. For instance, in this write a funny poem is the task. About a dog is the subject. Who wears sunglasses? That is the details. And then in summer is style. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a prompt, then you call out on the chat box which one is the task, the subject, the details, and the style. Hope we're together. So the first one is write a short story. Please, hope we're listening so that you can be able to get the question and then know the one that is the task, the subject, details, and style. Okay. Write a short story for kids with a good lesson about kindness and teamwork. Did you get that? So I want my answers on the chat box if you got it. So I'm going to take the question again. Write a short story for kids with a good lesson about kindness and teamwork. So with that sentence, I want to see the one that is the task, the subject, details, and the style. I will take the question again for those that did not get it. Write a short story for kids with a good lesson about kindness and teamwork. Okay? I did this now. Wait. That's not an assignment. Just do it now. What is it? I asked you, Ngozi. Ngozi, I gave you an instance of a good prompt. It has to have a task, subject, details, and style. So initially we brought up the write a funny poem about a dog who wears sunglasses in the summer. So it was splitted. Write a funny poem is the task. About a dog is the subject. That's who we are talking about. Then who wears sunglasses, which is details. In the summer, that is the style. And then I gave you, so I gave you a sentence that you should write out on the chat box. Which one is the task, the subject, the details, and the style, which is write a short story for kids with a good lesson about kindness and teamwork. So split it for me. I want to know the one that is the task, the one you feel like that is the task, the subject, details, and then the style. The question is write a short story for kids with a good lesson about kindness and teamwork. So I want you to split it. Tell me the one that is the task, tell me the one that is the subject, the one that is the details, and then the style in that sentence I just said. Now write a story, a short story for kids with a good lesson about kindness and teamwork. Okay, I can see some of you answering that. No, say it out. I want to type it out so I can see that. You can't be unmuted. Just type it. I'll see that. Okay. All right. I did not ask you to go and write a story. We are still on something, and some of you are writing a story. I never asked you to write a story. I asked you to split the sentence. Tell me the one in that sentence that is the task, the subject, the details, and then the style. That was the question. That was what I asked you to do. I did not ask you to write a story. Thank you for those that understand. Thank you. Yes. Arinze, what happened? Arinze, what happened? Yes, you're done. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, write a short story is the task. Then for kids with a good lesson. That is the details about kindness and teamwork. Should I still give you one more so for those that are lost so that they can actually follow us? Mimi David. Yes, thank you very much. You got the question. Okay, so I will give you one more question so that you can split it for me. Tell me the one that is the task, subject, details again. So tell me a short and happy story for kids. That's the question. Tell me a short and happy story for kids. So with that sentence, give me the task, the subject, details, and then the style. Tell me a short and happy story for kids. Please
Onyana,
start dropping the answers on the chat box. Please start dropping your answers. Tell me a short and happy story for kids. So tell me the one that is a task, the subject, the details, and the style so that we can go ahead. Tenioluwa, the question was tell me a short and happy story for kids. I did not ask people to write the story. Oh. I just asked you to split it with what we've been learning since. Aneke, how is short and happy the tax? Happy cannot be the tax now. Short might be the tax, but happy is not the tax. Thank you very much. Okay, that means we are all following. So tell me a short, the tax. The subject there is on kids, then the details is the story, and then the style is happy. Okay, so we're going to be moving forward. Now we're going to be seeing an example of a bad prompt. So the bad prompt is tell me something interesting. So why is this bad? First of all, it is too broad. Too broad. Something interesting could mean anything. Science, sports, jokes, history. Okay? Then no subjects. What is it telling you about? It doesn't say what topic the student wants to learn about. And then no tax. Is it a story, a fact, a poem, or an explanation? And then it doesn't have details. Nothing about style, length, or audience. Okay, so this is an example of a bad prompt. All right, so I will be showing you those things on our ChatGPT. So we're going to first pick the one for the good prompt. So we're going to give this to our ChatGPT. Write a funny 5 sentence story about a shy robot learning to dance at school. So we're going to see what it's going to give us. All right, so our story is ready. Can you see that? Okay, for the person asking what is broad, like it's wide now. It doesn't cover anything in particular. It's just there. Okay, Mimi Vet, thank you very much. I can see your handwork. Okay, can we see that my ChatGPT have given me a story on that? So that is an example of good prompt. So we are going to pick the one for bad prompts.
I don't answer them now.
For those still asking the meaning of broad, it means covering a large number and wide scope of subjects. It doesn't have, it's not, that particular prompt is not talking about a specific topic. It's too wild. It means, it's tell me something interesting can mean anything. So that broad means large number of things. Okay, are we together? I hope we've gotten the meaning of broad. Sorry, which part didn't you see? So I'm going to pick the one for bad prompt and we're going to give that to our ChatGPT. This, for those that did not see the one for the good prompts, this is our story. So this is the story that ChatGPT gave us. Okay, for the good prompts, we told it to give us a 5 short sentence. So this is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that is it. So now I am going to be pasting the one for the bad prompt, which is tell me something interesting. Can you see? It just had to come up with this story by itself. So it did not come up with any specific thing. So sorry about this. So I'm trying to adjust the screen so you can actually see that better. You've All right. So hope you've seen this. So this is for the bad prompts. Okay. And then this is for the good prompts. We were precise. That's we told it exactly what we wanted. Can we see that? So we're going to be moving forward now. So we've seen examples of good and bad prompting and the reason why it's good to actually give a nice and better, precise this prompt. So why good prompts matter? So we're going to see why good prompts matter. It gives better answer. Clear questions leads to better response. You can't just go up to ChatGPT, even if it's a human being that you're talking to. If you're not clear about what you want, about your question, it won't know how to answer you. So that's the same thing with this chat box. You have to give it a very clear question. So for it to be able to give you a nice answer. Okay? So give it a better question for it to give you a better response. So why one of the reasons why good prompt matters is that it gives better answer, a clear answer for you. Then it saves time. Good prompts reduce repeated questions. If you're not clear about what you want from ChatGPT, it will waste your time. You have to keep explaining on what exactly you want. But if you're precise, which precise means like you give it a clear question on, like you give it a good prompt on what it should give you, it will save you that energy and that time. Once you give it that good prompt, it gives you a very nice answer. Then the third reason why you should give it a good prompt is that it improves accuracy. Clear instruction give more relevant results. Okay, it's more accurate. That's true. It gives you more right answer. All right. So it proves accuracy. Clear instruction gives more relevant results. The more you give it a good prompt, the more it gives you the nice and right answers. Okay, are we together? Then it supports learning. It encourages understanding, not copying. So when it gives it a good prompt, it will actually teach you better so that it will not just do for you copy and paste. No. So you enjoy it when you give it a good prompt. So it's be able to teach you properly and then you get to understand it better. So the last on our list is it promotes responsible use. When you give it a good prompt, it helps prevent misuse of ChatGPT. Okay, are we together? All right, so we are going to Please, who are these people typing oh why on my chat box? I don't want to see that. Please. This is not a playground, honestly. Please. Okay, so we are going to be moving forward. If you're with me, I just need you to react so that I can go forward. All right. Thank. Okay, so we're just going to go on. Okay, so now this is comparing good prompts versus bad prompts. So we have an instance already. So write a funny
People there our Facebook.
write a funny 5 sentence story about a dragon learning math. So as you can see, this good prompt. This is a good prompt. It has a details, a task, it has a style and the rest of it. But then write something. What is write something? It can be anything. So you have to be precise. You have to be direct on what you want it to write. Okay? So,
This
all
one
right.
was helping me. So caring. Yeah, he's replying to them here.
So we're just going to do something briefly. If I give you a sentence, you are going to tell me if it's a good prompt or a bad prompt. Are we ready? Good. Okay. So we are going to go. Please, if you're not ready, please be ready and pay attention so that you will not miss anything, okay? Kristen, you've been reacting since. Hope you've been paying attention. Okay, so the first question goes write a 10-minute Bible lesson for children about kindness. Include a short story, a memory verse, and one discussion question. Is this a good prompt or a bad prompt? All right, let me start seeing your answers quickly. Is this a good? Thank you. Okay, beautiful. All right. So we are nice. If you said it's a good prompt, then you're on the right track. Now, the next sentence is do a kids class. Do a kids class. Is this a good prompt or a bad prompt? For the second, don't forget if you're answering the second one, add number two so I can know the one you're answering. Do a kids class. Is this a good prompt or a bad prompt? Please add the number you're answering. If this is number two, is this a good prompt or a bad prompt? Yes, I want to keep seeing your answers. Do a kids class. Is this a good prompt or a bad prompt? This is for number two. All right. So if you said that number two is a bad prompt, you're on the correct track because it doesn't have details, it doesn't have style, it doesn't have anything. Do a kids class can be anything. You are not specific on what it is. All right. So write a long lesson for children. Is this a good prompt or a bad prompt? This is the third question. When you're answering, please add three. Number three. Write a long lesson for children. Is this a good prompt or a bad prompt? Temitope, good job. I can see your answer. Okay. If you said that number three is a bad prompt, then you're on the right track because write a long lesson for children. What kind of lesson are you talking about? What's the age range that you're looking at? What topic? So it's a bad prompt. Okay. Prepare a simple science experiment explanation for kids using household item. Is this a good prompt or a bad prompt? This is number four. I take the question again. Prepare a simple science experiment explanation for kids using household items. Is this a good prompt or a bad prompt? Please do add the number. This is number four. This is number four. I will take the question again for those that did not hear that. Prepare a simple science experiment explanation for kids using household items. Okay, so if you said this is a good prompt, then you are correct because it is precise. It has details, it has the style, it has the text and the subject. All right. So thank you very much for that. So now we're going to move on because we are getting to the part where you are going to do something with your ChatGPT. So now we're entering the story writing prompts with AI. And don't forget, AI is artificial intelligence. And the AI we are using for today's class is the Chat GPT. Okay. So yes, well, you all can see the story. How to write your own. Oh, hope you can see the screen for those saying I should make it larger. Okay, so this is the story I have. This is my own story. So don't worry, you're going to create your own story and you're going to send it to me. So let's go back to our lesson. Okay, so this is, I showed you this already. That we just saw. All right, so see a part where they get to write the story and send to me. But they should do it now. So your story obviously has to be nice and enticing. That's interesting for your readers, so they can keep reading. So making stories better. There are things that you need in your stories to make it better. The first one is add action. Is either you add a chase scene. It depends on you, depending on your story. Quite alright. So you add action to it, then you make it funny. If the story is a funny one, do make it
So
look
she's
funny.
still
If it's a
explaining
horror
it to.
one, is your choice. But then make
I
it
don't understand this idiot.
very interesting. Then change the hero, make the hero win a prize. No, it's not the story that the hero will win a prize. It depends on you, the author, you that writes the story.
I
Okay.
don't know before
Then
that they
add
go court and go
characters,
answer to
add a
court.
talking dog, etc. Your choice. Your own can be a talking tree, a flying book.
This is
So
not one
your
for me.
choice.
Even
Okay,
one
just
for
make
this
it
person no
better,
one
make
come
it
for.
interesting. Okay.
Facebook we
So
get
beautiful. This is
5
where
views.
everybody is
YouTube
going
we
to go
get
to their
20.
ChatGPT and you're going to create a story. So you're going to
We
write
get
a good story prompt
510.
using AI before the timer ends. 5 minutes. So you have 5 minutes to actually do this. So you're going to pick one from these three
Seven white
topics: deluxe, treasure, time machine, flying animals, your choice. So go to ChatGPT and then give it a prompt to write a story. Please, a short story. Don't make it very long. Okay, tell ChatGPT to give you a 2 minute story on any of this topic. Okay, make sure it's a good prompt. It should have a detailed style, subject, and the rest. Okay, so your time starts now. Once you're done, please drop it on the chat box so I can read it from there. Please write separate story. If you and your sibling is there, please write separate stories and send and submit with your names. Okay. The question what I asked you put your time have been started counting. Oh. Temitope, there are 3 topics on your screen. Choose one and give a prompt to ChatGPT to generate a 2 minute story for you.
Okay. Are you muted? Are you muted? Omo, I want this is YouTube. That thing I was telling you to call their names are from YouTube. Vincent is liking on Facebook. I am on YouTube here. If I'm like, I'll be. This is the only place I can go and like. This is KMI Hannah Boya. I'll be go switching up and down, and this is the tab I'm using on Chrome to live stream it on YouTube. So I cannot be liking it. Na Chisom dey touch am, no be me. Blessing kwuo okwu o.
I noticed that some of you are actually copying what your fellow students are doing. That's wrong. I don't want to be seeing the same story. I don't want to be seeing that same story. Please. 1 more minute for those who are about yet to submit. Please. Let's be fast. And please do not copy yourselves. Some of you are coming up with beautiful stories. Well done. And our 5 minutes is up. You can still be dropping this thing, but okay, so our 5 minutes is up. So now you see how to generate a story with ChatGPT, how it works, right? Okay, so now we are going to proceed with the class. So now we're in poems, character, and creative tags. Please, everybody, please come back. We are now moving on. So we're in what is a poem? A special kind of writing that sounds nice when you read it. It uses short lines, rhyming words sometimes, and beautiful or fun language to show emotions or paint a picture in your mind. All right? So a poem is a special kind of writing that sounds nice when you read it. All right, so we are going to move forward. Hope you are done with this. You are not done. Your stories, drop your stories. Your stories are nice. I already said that, though some of you copied yourselves, but I love the stories I am seeing so far, apart from those that copied themselves. The stories are really nice. So, tell me, Tope, what are you not doing? You said not doing, not what's wrong. All right, so we're going to move on. I assume that you all are done with this particular page, so we're going to go on. Of a poem prompt. Write a rhyming poem about a cat who thinks he's a scientist. All right, so we are going to give this to our ChatGPT and then we are going to see what it will come up with. So I'm just going to give it to ChatGPT. All right, so write a rhyming poem about a cat who thinks he is a scientist. So let's see what it comes up with. All right, so can we see that this is a poem that it came up with? All right. So I'm just going to zoom it for you to see that. Okay, so that is prompting ChatGPT to give us a poem. So we're going to move on. So now, safe AI rules for kids. Okay, things you should adhere to, things you should do. Number one is never share personal information. Never you share any personal information. Example of that information is your name, address, or your school. Your password. It's your personal information. You're not meant to be sharing it with AI. You're not meant to be sharing it online. All right. So the second one is always check answers. AI was built by human beings, and it's it can actually make mistake. It's not perfect.
Yes, sir.
So always check the answer it gives you. Cross check it. It's not because you've heard that it does a lot of things. Whenever it gives you whatever it gives you, just take it. No, always cross check the answers.
Yes, sir.
All right, correct. Now the third one is ask teacher if confused. Now sometimes when you go to ChatGPT, I told you that you can actually use ChatGPT to learn and understand better. So in case maybe you've asked ChatGPT and then you're still confused, go to your teacher, ask your teacher. I mean, your parents paid for that, so don't be shy. You can always go to your teacher. Please, sir, I don't get this. Can you put me through with this? You get? So the last is use AI as helper and not a replacement. No matter how you see it, or no matter how it's being twisted, it can never be a full-time teacher. So use it as a helper, not a replacement of your teachers. Maybe when your teacher is teaching you something on photosynthesis, you're like, I have AI to help me with that. So there's no need of me listening and then you'll be making noise in your class. No, use that as a helper. When you feel like you don't understand it fully, you can go there and ask the question and not as a replacement of what your teacher is teaching you. Hope we're together. If I should move forward, just react so that we can go on. Kristen, you're still laughing. Okay, beautiful. So we are just going to go on. Hmm? What is the meaning of info? Did you hear any info? Okay, yes, okay. That is personal information. It's a short form of information. Team Amanda, that info is information, okay? It's a short form of information. All right, so we're going to be moving forward. I can see your hands and all that. Okay, so checking AI mistake. AI also make mistakes. So look out. I know I told you that earlier, like the last slide, that AI is not perfect. So obviously it's going to be making mistakes. So AI also make mistakes. So look out for one, spelling errors. Yes, ChatGPT can make a lot of mistakes like that. Apart from ChatGPT, even other AIs, they can actually make those mistakes. So when you give it something to help you write or explain or anything, please check to be sure of that there are no grammatical errors. Okay. So now we have wrong facts. It can actually mix it up. It's not a human being, so it's being fed with a lot of things. So it can actually mix up certain things. So it can have wrong facts about a certain thing you asked it. So mixed up events can actually mix up events for you. So you have to be sure whenever you tell it to do something, you have to be sure that what is giving you is correct. For instance, maybe in history and you're asking it for when Nigeria got its independence and is mixing it up for you, have to be sure. Cross check whatever it gives you. Then another one is missing details. Okay, and actually have some missing details. All right. So an example of that is AI says the sun is cold. That's incorrect. You and I know that the sun is not cold, because if the sun is cold, I mean, we all will be enjoying walking on a sunny day now. So obviously that's wrong. And then you can also look at the screen, these pictures that are here.
How many days permission did
If
you
you can
get?
see them, so you can see
You are
the
not
mix up
okay. You
there.
said you
So
asked permission for
AI
Sunday
can
to
actually
come.
make
That was what you said.
serious mistake even when it's generating images for you. Okay.
So why are you telling me that it's not giving me a specific day?
Hope we've taken a very good, and let me just zoom it more so you can
Mafu
see
hugging
that.
office echi. Mafu hugging office echi. Muna you get ways with the problem. And
So
I'll
you
send you the
see,
graphics for you to do for me.
for instance, this second one now, where is the leg of the lady on top? And the first one, the lady is meant to have a head, the guy is meant to have a head, but it's looking like it's being combined. So yes, AI can make serious mistakes. So when you give it anything, please make sure to cross check. You can also see this one. Can you see them? So all right, so we are going to be moving forward. So this is a group story challenge. This is our assignment. For those that were not able to get yesterday's assignment, now this
So those
is
which of the streaming link will
the
not be
assignment to be coming up with. This is a story. You're going
which
to
one will go use
pick
YouTube or Facebook?
one topic from the four that was listed there: hero, villain,
So which
location,
of the streaming link
twist.
like for
Then
Facebook that
ask ChatGPT to turn it into a story for you. Now you're not just going to come up with a story, you're also going to come up with a poem for me. So tomorrow you're going to be submitting two things: a story and a poem. A short story, it should not be as long as this one. Tell it to come up with a short story, and then it should also come up with a short poem. So choose from these four topics. Is either you're talking about a hero or a villain or a location or a twist. So please come up with a story, a very short one, please. Let me not say a long one. A very short story. And then a poem, a very short poem too. All right. Have we taken note of the one we love to write? Just write down the one you love to write. Heritage, I can see your hand up. Heritage. Please drop your questions on the chat box. Let me start reading it from there. But Heritage, I saw your hand up. It's not a group work, please. You're going to do it individually. The assignment is you should pick a topic from there. Zimuzo, pick a topic from what I just showed you on the slide. Pick one topic. Tell ChatGPT to come up with a story, and then tell it to also come up with a poem about any of the story, please. It's not a group challenge. Do it individually. No problem. Just take note of what you're going to do for the assignment. When you come tomorrow, you're going to submit it, please. You're to submit the assignment tomorrow. It's a homework. Do it and submit tomorrow. It's not a class work. You can do it anyways. Either you do it on your computer or you do it on your phone. It's not a group project. Ignore the group that is there. Just pick one topic there and do. Just pick one. You have two. Come up with a story and then a poem. You're not submitting on Link School, please. You're submitting to me tomorrow. The first thing before you before we start class. You're submitting it. Jennifer, we've already submitted yesterday's assignment. Arinze, yes. From now to Saturday, yes. Two. Link school. Okay, you still have another homework waiting for you in lane school. A quiz, not homework actually. That's the quiz. So you and I will show you how to get that. Tem- Temiola, yes. ChatGPT can hold conversations. I said that earlier. Josephine, we submitted yesterday's assignment. You can still submit though. You did the quiz. Is it the yesterday one? No problem if you did yesterday one. There's a quiz on Link School app. Your parents were told about it, Jennifer. Do we get the examination certificate? At the end of the program, you will get a certificate. Yes, answer the quiz. Please, for the one of yesterday and today, if you open your Link School app, please. Okay, so we've come to the end of the class. Please, we're taking questions now. Please hold on. Don't go. Please don't go. I want to show you how to use the Link School app. Please do not leave. The class has ended. Quite all right, but relax. Let us show you how to use the Link School, please. The assignment, the one I gave you about the story and the poem, you will drop it on the chat box tomorrow. But the one you'll be doing on Link School is the quiz. If you've not done the one for yesterday, please go there and do it. Jennifer, what link are you asking of? Choose a story from those 4 topics I showed you on my screen. Juliana, yes, you can post the assignment of yesterday. All right, so I'm about to show you how to use Link School app. Please look up. Please look up. I'll just share my screen so you can see it. Relax. If I'm done showing you how to use the Link School app, I will put up the the topics again so you can choose. So hold on. Can you see my screen? Can you see the screen? Please, if you can, react. All right, relax. Let's get to that. Just hold on. I'm going to still bring it up. Please hold on. But I can be dropping your questions for those that have questions as I'm about to share the screen. Can you see it now? Please, if you can see the screen, please let me know. All right. Let me try again. What of now? Can you see it? Eh? Check now. You're meant to be seeing it now. I want to show you how to do the quiz with Lane School. So please check if you can see my screen so we can show you. Good. This. Okay, you're going to click on this. I can you see where I'm hovering on artificial intelligence, that AI explorers. So when you click on that, so for yesterday is introduction to artificial intelligence, AI. And then today's one is using text-based AI too. So you're going to scroll down and you're going to see the take quiz. Can you see it? Are we together? So that's where you're going to click on. You're going to click on take quiz. Yes, you're going to take the test today too. So this is the one for yesterday. You're just going to answer. There are 10 questions for yesterday's one. If you've not done yesterday's one, please do yesterday one and also do today's own. All right, so when you're done answering the question, you click on end and submit. And then you're going to see your points, your score. At that place, they wrote 0 points. And then, congratulations if you did it yesterday. You're still going back to do today's own. Sorry. And then your recorded videos are also there too. For those that missed yesterday class, there is, okay, you just click on it to watch on YouTube. And then the recorded videos are saved at the right hand side. That's yesterday class. Why the one for YouTube? Okay, so there's a button for you to submit your assignment at the right hand. So that is where you're going to be submitting that assignment, please. Lowers, please pay attention first of all before you start writing you did not get. For those leaving, I asked you not to leave yet. You have to submit your assignment. When you click on it, you put your full name and then you send email. Then you upload it to that email, okay? These lines. You can't see the screen, you know. They cannot see this. Can you see it now? Is the screen very clear? I'm going to take it again. So for the assignment I just, please everybody listen. For the assignment I just gave you, the poem and the story, when you open the link school and you open that AI Explorer, if you click on it, it's going to bring you to this place. Can you see submit assignment by the right hand side? When you click on it, it's going to bring up this. It will bring up a box for you. Put in your full name and then click on send email, upload, and then send it. Jennifer, where are you still confused?
This meeting is being recorded.
This. So when it opens, you're going to, for yesterday's class, you're going to take the test for yesterday's class. You're going to take the test for yesterday's class. That's Introduction to Artificial Intelligence, AI. You click on it and then you take the test. When you're done, at the top, you're going to submit. So you're just going to submit. That is for day one. You will still come back and do lesson 2 using text-based AI tools, and that is the ChatGPT that we did today. So when you are done taking those 2 tests, you're going to see your score immediately. Then you are now, no, you're not going to submit to chatbots again there. Now, by the right-hand side, you're going to see submit assignments. Click on that box. You will see a dialog box that will come out. Put in your full name, click on send email, upload those assignments and send it. Please do that for the first and the second assignment, please. But when doing that, indicate that is the first assignment and is the second assignment. Marvelous, ask your parents. We already told them how they can get the app.
Yesterday.
And yes, you're not submitting the assignment again on the chat box. I'm going to see it on that link school app. Okay? Sorry, what topics are you asking? Is it the topics for the assignments? The first one is I asked you to do this assignment. You should prompt ChatGPT to give you a story and then a poem. When you're done doing it there, just copy it and go and upload it to that email. Stop sharing. So for those still asking the topics, so these are the topics. Please drop your questions. Yes, okay. Please also upload that yesterday's assignment. Upload the 2 days, but when you're uploading yesterday's one, please indicate that it's for day one. Then when you're uploading today's one, indicate that it's for day two. Thank you very much. For those asking for the topics are on your screen. Victor, you said you can't hear me. I'm not muted. Why? Why can't you hear me? No, Aneke, choose one. Choose one topic and then prompt the ChatGPT to give you a story and then also prompt it to give you a poem. If you combine both of them, there's no way I will know the one that is story and poem. So please separate them. Aneke, I didn't get this your question on a topic. I don't get. I just answered. I just told you not to do or choose one. Ada, is that all for the question? Please, for those raising their hands, just type your question. Type your question on the chat box. Please drop your question on the chat box. Nwachukwu, the assignment for yesterday is you should make research and come up with other AI around us, apart from the one that was mentioned in class yesterday. And yes, submit them separately. Wait, let me show you. No. Yes, you can leave. The class is over. Yes, you can go. Class now. Ayemo, please click on more info for that and then allow it to run. Ayemo, did you hear me? Ayemo, sorry. Yes, you can leave. The class is over. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. You can go. Class is over. Yes, there you're just finished. You have to submit everything on Link School app. See you tomorrow there. See you, Jennifer. Hope you've gotten the app. Bye there. Your parents were told on how to get the Link School app. Aneke, what is the question? Bye there. No, not the same prompt for story and poem. We used a different story, different poem. Please use different prompt for that. My parents were not around. That Martins, is it where on the onboarding? Is it for the onboarding? Because yesterday's assignment was you should find other AI around us, apart from the one mentioned yesterday. Okay, Martins, you have to go online and then download the Link School app. Just type Link School app. You're going to see it there. Aneke, you can't. Just type on the chat box. I'm reading it from here. Please, for those that want to leave, you can. The class is over. I'm just attending to questions. Ayimo, are you done with that? Did it work? It's not downloading. Are you sure? Try again. Martins. Jennifer, yes. Okay, Martins, tell it to run anyways. Yes, there. David. Please, what we are using for this class is ChatGPT. Don't use any other app to generate my story and the poem. Nwachukwu, how is it just Easter Kids Coding Fest you're seeing? Okay, allow it to update by itself. And then make sure your internet is connected. You can't download on the phone. You can't download that Link School on the phone. Verify. You should be sure. Make sure. For Chimamanda, make sure. The name of the app is Link School app. Chimdeogo, what is the question that you have? But I don't get the question. Link School. You have to choose one there. Temitope, choose one. Okay. Do you have any more questions or should we end the class? Because we are done. Okay, please, for those that cannot download the app, let's share the link. I'll be sharing the link with you so that you can be able to download it. And for those that have downloaded it, please go ahead and take the test. The quiz, rather. No, okay, I don't get the question. David, hold on. Let me share the link so you can be able to download it. Look, stop that. I don't appreciate these emojis. All right, so the app the link has been shared. What are you to do? Let me talk about what are you to do. Pick one of those topics. Give ChatGPT a prompt to give you a story on one of those topics, and then go back again, give it another prompt to give you a poem. Please, both of them should be short. Yes, they can have the same topic. Please make your research on what is photosynthesis. What I'm teaching today is ChatGPT. You have to use the ChatGPT on your system so that you can be able to upload it. There you have to copy, and then when you get to Link School app, tell me what. When you open the Link School app, by the right hand side, you're going to see submit assignment. When you click on it, you see a dialog box. Open it, fill in your name, click on send email, then paste those assignments there and upload it. Screenshot. David, can you see the screenshot above your own chat? Okay, David, click on whatever you're seeing now and tell it to run anyways. And then for those that have not downloaded, there's a link that I sent. So please click on it and download it. Okay, they should please click on 64 bits. Your own is showing cannot open file. Jennifer, how? Try again. Or you click on the link above. Yes. David, are you still here? Juliana, it's the you're going to do the poem and the story, and then there's another quiz you're to take. Yours is still loading. All right, let's wait for it to load. Okay, thank you very much. If you have any question, tell your parents to drop it on the group chat. All right, so I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Please do not be late, and I need to see your assignment. So see you tomorrow by 9:30 for recap, and then 10 o'clock for the official class. All right, David, thank God your own is done. Jennifer, please shut up the number so that we can guide you on that. So thank Dada. See you later.
How will end this stream? How will end them? now we have 9 new subscribers.